Do we have any googly eyes?
Oh my god. Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into Not Grammy's Kitchen. I appreciate every view y'all give me and every like and subscription you guys do. Today I'm going to try one of my grandmother's recipes again. This one is potato candy. It's kind of popular up north. I haven't really heard of it down here at all. And I attempted making it probably about 3 years ago. When I read the recipe, I was like, you actually use potato? Like, I guess duh, but at the same point, like, ugh. So, but it was one of my favorite candies as a kid. It's very sugary, very sweet. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try for y'all. I think you guys would enjoy this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the kitchen to boil a potato, and then we're going to mash the potato, and then we're going to mix enough confectionery sugar to make a loaf. So with the mash. This one is one of her recipes that is not very descriptive, so the last time I made it, it was like, no wonder this is kind of weird. But I do remember making it with her as a child, so I kind of made it okay. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing this recipe calls for is to boil a large potato. So I've got said large potato, and I'm gonna go ahead and boil it. I'm not going to set y'all back up and move everything just for boiling a potato. So once I do that, then I'm going to pour out the water and I'm just supposed to mash it. Now it doesn't say whether or not you're supposed to peel it, but I feel like when I was a kid we always peeled it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that before it gets boiled. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and peel this guy. I got like the biggest one that I could find at Publix because Grammy said large, so that's what I did. Okay, cool. All right. So, ta-da! Potato all peeled, ready to go. We'll go ahead and stick it in the water to boil, and then I will come back when it's ready to mash. All right, y'all. So I've boiled the potatoes and it says to mash. So I'm gonna put this in the Ninja to mash, just so it's a little quicker. I did end up breaking up the potatoes, oh shoot, a little bit because it wasn't boiling as fast as I would have liked. It definitely took a good amount of time to boil. So there's that. I'll wipe off this centerpiece. I always wipe this off because this piece actually goes into here and that you can't clean that, so I don't like to leave that in there. So let's give it a try. The reason I wanted to use this versus mashing it myself is honestly this is probably more efficient than me sitting here trying to mash. So I'm gonna put it back in here. Yeah, because it straight up made mashed potatoes for us, which is what I believe Grammy says we need. My only thought is I'm supposed to be like rolling this. Oh, you let it cool. Okay. So I'm gonna put this into this pot again. Literally just made mashed potatoes. So then it just says to cool it off. Maybe I should have put it in a cooler pan. That's probably good enough. I think we got a good amount. going for us. So I'm gonna let this cool off. I'm gonna spread it out so it cools a little faster. At least in my mind, that cools faster. So I'm gonna leave that here. So the next thing you do is you just let it cool off, and then you're gonna mix enough confectionery sugar to make a loaf. So, and then we're gonna add some vanilla extract. So, let's give this a few minutes to cool off and we will move forward. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge, I think. Yeah. Confectionery sugar to make a loaf. She doesn't say how much, so I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the counter, I think. I feel like one of those ice cream shops. Gelatin. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not loafing. Oh. I feel like I feel like maybe I should have kept this inside the container. 'Cause this isn't. I'm gonna need more sugar. It just seems like a lot of sugar. Hopefully it loafs soon. All right, I'm gonna put this back in here. One thing her recipe could have said is like how much powdered sugar you might actually need, because Am I going by almost an entire bag? Yes. All right, so I'm still looking like icing. Go ahead and get more powdered sugar. Hopefully I don't use the whole thing of this, because this is my last option. Her only instructions say, let it cool, then mix enough confectionery sugar, not how much. I'm gonna need a bigger bowl. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my vanilla extract, and it calls for 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna give it a little more because this was a lot. All right, so we're gonna mix this in because I should be able to mold this like bread. Oh, this is so sticky. Let's mix. Oh. Okay, that's good enough. So then it says to sprinkle the counter with cornstarch. And then we're gonna roll it out. Ugh, I don't know that we're gonna get this out of here. Ugh. All right, there's that. So then we need to roll it. I don't think this is gonna roll. I think this is gonna stick. Maybe get some cornstarch on it. Will that roll it? No. Then we spread it with some peanut butter. So let's try. I'm already prepared that I'm probably going to need this whole thing, so if I make a mess out of it, that's not a big deal. Alright, and then from there, you roll it up like a jelly roll. She makes this sound a lot easier than it probably is. I'm going to start with this side, since this side isn't even. Oh no! It's stuck to the counter. This is awful. Ooh. Alright. Let's just keep going. Keep trying to get it to go. Alright, so I have no idea how this is going to get on this pan. I'm just waiting for my husband to come out and be like, "What are you doing?" Ta-da! Oh, this is terrible. This is really bad. Ta-da! That looks nothing like how it's bad, but apparently that recipe died with my grandmother. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge to harden, and I'll bring it back out and see if it got any better. But right now, that's this is what I've got. It looks nothing like the potato roll that I remember.
So, you know, in here, she's becoming a famous star, you know, with her excellent, high quality meals she's been providing. Let's check one out. What is that?
It's a fail!
It's a baby alien.
It's a fail.
Alright, y'all. So, this is never what my grandmother's looked like. And I'm going to post a picture of what my grandmother's usually look like. Usually you sliced it in nice little sections and served. And that actually doesn't look terrible.
Looks like a sushi roll.
So, I did as best I could with what I was given, with the amount of instructions that I was given. It doesn't look terrible. It's not completely hard yet. And make sure you try a piece with peanut butter. So I have Corey, my husband, here to try this with me. What'd you think?
It's very sweet.
Mm-hmm. The amount of sugar I had.
There is so much sugar in there.
I mean, it reminds me of childhood.
It tastes good.
It does, it just don't look good.
I can agree to that.
Like, I don't know how to salvage this. Like, cut it down the middle, make a little
Actually, that's probably a really good idea. It's almost like fudge.
Yes.
Very much like fudge.
Yes. Which, I mean, it's the same ingredients as fudge, technically. For the most part. Like peanut butter fudge.
Yeah. But not as peanut buttery.
Alright.
A lot more sugar.
Well, I don't know if this is 100% a fail. Because it still tastes like normal.
It's not 100%. The looks is like a 95% better. The quality, though, is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, grandmothers, make sure your recipes make more sense than just add as much sugar as necessary. I don't know what's necessary. Apparently it wasn't enough because I think it probably should have solidified a little more.
If that wasn't enough sugar, I don't know what is.
That's true because I used like a bag and a half, but I also used the biggest potato I found too. So.
What does the potato do?
It's in there.
Well, obviously it's in there. What does it do? What is it?
I don't know. It's like mashed potatoes and then you mix the powdered sugar with it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you needed a bigger potato.
I don't think I needed a bigger potato. I think the potato was quite large. Alright guys, well give me a like, go ahead and subscribe, and tune in again for our next potential fail.
I think it moved.
Bye guys. You're a mess. I think it moved. So the first thing, blah, 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 blah. That was a lot of sugar in that piece. Not very much peanut butter, but a lot of sugar in that one.
Thank God. Oh my God, that was straight sugar. Nicole. I feel like I'm going into a sugar coma.
You're gonna need to go to the dentist again. Here.
Throw her in there.
Throw her in there. Okay, Mr. Accent.
What did you do?
Like I said, Grammy's recipe probably died with her.
It's like crystallizing.
I know. Look, that works. That worked pretty well.
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just needs to be scraped right here. Careful with the grout right there.
I'm sure the grout ain't gonna hurt your flour.
I don't think it's gonna hurt your the flour. You're just gonna have to redo it.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
Now you can see my struggle when I was trying to get it off the counter. It got stuck and it's a big blimp. I have successfully made this before though. Just this time was not successful.
Anytime you let it sit, it continues to gather. Like cocaine. We do not do drugs.
Alright, or is this all just... This is bleach. Please make careful with that.
Oh, cool. I just put my hand on it.
And you
I
just
wiped
rubbed it
off.
off.
Cool.
Corey. You just broke it. Is today a repeat of yesterday?
I hope not.